Hello everyone and welcome to the Common Corner. Before we get into today's video, let's just tune into the moment real quick. The washing machine is on, the room around me is chaos. I am currently packing for Hong Kong, where I'm going to be leaving tomorrow. Everything's mostly done, but just a few things to, add on the actual day when I'm leaving. The washing machine's on to make sure that I get a few of my favorite clothes with me, and it is currently the night between Tuesday and Wednesday at about 1:05 a.m. so just past 1 a.m. I'm in the now uncomfortable phase of like switching my sleep schedule so that I won't be super jet lagged. I have a whole thing for it. It's like a 3-day phase of switching my sleep schedule to match the one in Hong Kong. I'm not going to get into it. I do love my sleep, hence I'm slightly like, I like to know what's happening basically. But yes, this video will be uploaded on the upcoming Sunday, so hello to anyone who is viewing on the Sunday, hello to anyone who's viewing any day afterwards. This is the L from the past saying hello. Because this video will get uploaded on my birthday, but I will be in Hong Kong, hence I won't be making a video at the Common Corner since I will be far away from here. But yes, since it's my birthday, I thought that we'd do something a bit unique and special because someone's birthday is only once a year. I've had very bad luck with my birthdays in the last like 4 years or so, where I've been sick for 4 years, so I am praying so much that I will be in good health on the Sunday. I will update you with that, but wish me good health. I hope that I'll actually get to enjoy my time on a birthday because I really believe that it's kind of like a fresh start for me. I'll take as many fresh starts as I can, it always feels good to leave behind what deserves to be left behind and, stay in the moment and look forward to things. And I feel like birthdays are always a little bit of that kind of situation for me. So this is the past L saying hello. I think I already said that, but yeah. Let's enjoy having a chat about my traveler's notebook system and how exactly I use it to support my journaling practice. We'll go through what is in here right now, but we'll also be setting it up for my trip to Hong Kong. Okay, so let's get started with the exterior. I have the black cover on it. It's the original size. Actually, I don't know the terminology of the Travelers Company that well, but it's the like classic regular. I think it's the regular size. That's the word for it. In black, and Jo from this Jo Journals will be mentioned here a couple of times. Hi Jo, because she very extremely kindly gifted this cover to me because she wasn't using it, and I nearby shed tears when I received it. There's a link to that video where I opened this book in the description box of my stationery unboxing from Manchester Stationery Fest. If I remember, unlikely that I will because I'll be in Hong Kong kind of uploading this video. I might put a link to that reaction video here. But it's like that kind of video where you can only see it with a link. Anyway, so she gifted that to me, and she also gifted a camera charm to me that time, which I had on here for like many months. And I switched the, what is this called? Like the elastic band. It is 1 a.m. after all, so my brain is slightly hazy. I switched the elastic band to a red one because I really enjoy the color combination of red and black. As some of you might know, I feel like I mention it quite often because it really is a good combination of colors. But yes, now I've switched the charm to the Tokyo Special Edition fish charm, also gifted to me by Jo because she isn't the biggest fan of the fish. And her correction is that she likes fish, but she doesn't like the specific fish as much. I'll take it. So this little guy is here, and I really like it because I have this brass thing clip here, and I also have a little brass thing here that's like an airplane. I'll show it to you in a little bit. So it kind of matches very nicely. Then I have a few other charms here as well. I went to a not stationary, well, yes, I guess, but a journal meetup that myself and Bronte from Bronte Plants, or Bronte Schwanek. Apologies, Bronte, if I didn't say your last name correctly, but Bronte from Bronte Plans. She has a YouTube channel as well, the bestest, coziest vibes. Her and I organized a journal meetup in London, and there were so many lovely people that came there. Hello to everyone if you're watching. I just had the loveliest time. And Megan from Petite Gloom was there as well, and she gifted a few of us some charms, or who wanted a charm got a charm. So I got this little coffin, which I thought is just brilliant for this season, but to be honest, you know, all the seasons. And I put it on the little clip here. I don't actually know what it's called, but it holds the strings together that are inside the book. I put it here, and I just think it's a lovely charm. And then I also have a little skull from Megan as well, that is kind of, I feel like the fish is like about to eat the skull. I think it's kind of funny. Okay, and then finally on this cover, so if I just unravel this, I have this kind of, it's on there with like a little bit of a sticky, something that's like, you can peel it off very, very easily. But this thing was on the shopping bag that I got, the paper shopping bag that I got from Present and Correct, which is a really beautiful kind of stationery store in London. Highly recommend visiting it. And I got something from there recently, and I got their shopping bag. Hi Miffy, let's turn back on. And it was just so beautiful how they kind of assembled it, so I took it off and just stuck it here. It has like kind of like a little library cards type of situation, and then just this kind of grid thing, which I haven't done anything yet because I just like how it looks here. And then it's actually just their really brilliant business card, which I just like having here because then it kind of brings in that black again. And finally here is a silly addition to my stationery, because I think I've said for a while that I'm quite a loyal person to my Kaweco fountain pens, and I wouldn't switch to any other brand and so on, and I don't have kind of the need to get any other fountain pens. However, however, a friend of mine who was visiting just this past weekend, we went to the London Graphic Centre together, and she just wanted to gift me this fountain pen just to try out and for my sketching, basically, because I was saying that, oh, I wish I had like a broader nibbed fountain pen for sketching so that I wouldn't have to switch my Kaweco nib every time I want to sketch with like a broader nib. And then she basically picked up a pen for me, and I was like, oh my gosh, no, you can't do that. But you know, that's just the Finnish nature in me. We just want to say no to all gifts. But this is a very nice and affordable fountain pen, and because of that, you know, I'm not too afraid to use it because it was a gift. But yes, I've been using it for a few days now, and there was a silly story where I actually broke the nib literally like a few hours after I got it. Not the pen's fault, totally my fault, because you should not press down on the pen while you're inserting a cartridge. Just as a side note, before anyone kind of just has a heart attack on the other side of the screen, I don't usually do that. Me and my friend were chatting, and like I was totally not focusing on what I was doing, and I just kind of was inserting the cartridge, and I just pressed down and the nib just went. But I was able to correct it with some pliers. Once again, please, like, no one please have a heart attack. It works now, and it works brilliantly. So I just kind of have that there. All right, we can put her aside now. Where to put it? Okay, so now that we've gone through the outside, let's jump into what is inside of here. It's quite chunky, I might add, but I don't mind at all. So I had been wondering if this system could work for me for a really long time actually, but I hadn't gotten one of these covers because it just wasn't in my budget. So I'm eternally grateful for Joe for gifting it to me. Why I felt like I needed, well, how I wanted to use this system and why I felt like it could serve me quite nicely is that I needed a place to carry my stationery, basically. I have, here's my cousin Avec. I have my Hobonichi Weeks in here as well. And I just have a few things in the front pocket, just like things that I use on a daily basis. But in addition to that, I needed a place to carry my ephemera. I also needed a place to put my extra ephemera because as a journal person, you just don't throw away any scraps, paper scraps that you have. Like you want to keep holding on to them. So I needed a place to put those extra ephemera as well. And with the inserts that the Travelers Company carries, I thought that this would be actually a really brilliant system for that. So starting off right away, I have this insert that actually wraps around the entire system. So basically one side of it has this two-sided pocket that is the entire length of the regular Traveler's Notebook cover. Or is it the length or the height? Well, you know what I mean. And here I'm just carrying a few things that I want to hold on to, but I don't want to put it anywhere else. I just want to keep looking at it. So I have a business card from the place that my dear friend works at, and we went there to have a really brilliant celebration dinner, or lunch actually, when we had both kind of finished our academic year and we had worked really hard this year. And then the other one is just a cutout from a menu of a place that I really like. And then I have this piece of grass from the park right next, like that I used to live next to previously. It's a really dear park to me, so I have this little piece of grass from there. And on the other side, I have just the cardboard that comes with the insert, so that it kind of gives this backing on the other side. I have an Angry Moomin bookmark, because I just think Angry Moomin is like kind of an attitude and it gives some vibes to this area. And then I just have this kind of see-through envelope that I keep a few things in, that I want to kind of keep nice and kind of tidy there, so that they don't get hurt, basically, so that the edges don't rough up or anything like that. Then I have this really lovely folder from Travelers Company, Travelers Notebook, and it's from their Travelers Cafe series. Once again, Joe, thank you so much. She knows that I love coffee, and when I saw this, I just kind of had a moment, and it's very beautiful. And once again, it's matching this kind of warm gold that I have everywhere else as well. This is where I keep kind of very quick loose ephemera. I have just emptied it. That's why it's like still kind of like, you can see it's like kind of like stretched out, but I just emptied it because I want to have it empty for Hong Kong. So that's just there. I just slot it in here. Next is something that I hold all of my extra ephemera in. So if I have things that I realized that didn't fit into the pages of, well, the daily pages of my Hobonichi cousin Avec, and I realized that I would not use those things anywhere else, and the only other option would be to throw it away or store it somewhere else. This is my storage. It's the common collection of extra ephemera swatches and sketches. I have this stamp from Present and Correct, and just a silver sticker also from Present and Correct. And you can see that this is a slightly like reflective insert, and it's not usually like this. I just covered it, I just laminated it, but this is just a regular gridded insert from Traveler's Notebook or Traveler's Company. And I have this plain thing here that I just switch to always the book that I'm using. I just like having it there. It just makes it feel like home. So yes, it's a common collection of these things that I've just mentioned. And I have that also written here. It's my second insert. I'll just quickly show you now that I store my insert in the Travelers Company storage binders. And this is a common collection of archived Travelers Co. inserts. I'm not sure if this is supposed to be, no, just with one L, yeah. everything is a common collection when it comes to the traveler's notebook. So is the common collection of stickers in my sticker insert, but we're getting ahead of myself. So I thought that I would show you the first common collection of swatches, sketches, and extra ephemera. I completed this in a bit more than a month, end of June to kind of mid-August. And you can kind of see here how I used it. So an index just to show exactly what is inside, and page numbers that have been filled by myself. A few stamps that are in relation to Traveler's Company or Traveler's Notebook, Stationery Fest stamps. Basically, I got this first insert at the Stationery Fest in Manchester. Just swatches from other people's notebooks. Here are some Brontes. Some of Bronte's, what are they called? Fountain pens. Yes, fountain pens. And then a few stamps that I got from there. Once again, business cards that I've kind of like layered up. Things that I just wouldn't be able to have anywhere else. Fountain pen stuff, sketches, kind of letter archive. So like so much of this is just archiving things. So yeah, archivals from a letter, note from a friend. Once again, extra ephemera, archiving my tea and insert. So Traveler's Notebook insert, stickers, swatches from ink samples that Joe gave to me. Thank you, Joe. Pen pal activities, a sketch, so on and so forth. Oops, this has fallen off. That's okay. Another sketch and extra ephemera, and this kind of the list goes on in the same way. Traveler's Notebook archives and so on and so forth. This was also just the place for Ka to do some trials of my fountain pen when kind of he was first thinking about, wow, what is a fountain pen? You know, how does it feel to sketch with? So he did some drawings in my book here. Once again, just extra ephemera. So if I have extra ephemera, that's kind of the most common thing that I have in this book, because I'm archiving everything that doesn't fit into my Hobonichi Cousin avec. So I will just write extra ephemera, and then I'll write the date from which that extra ephemera is from. So if I want to see, is there anything inside? No. If I want to see what I've actually done on that day, I can just go right to that date in my Hobonichi Cousin avec. So let's say that, okay, I went to, this is a bit chunky. Let's say that I have some extra ephemera from Eastbourne on the 15th of July. I can just go into my book. I hope that this is focusing. Well, we will see. And I can go to 15th of July and see what that day looked like here in my Traveler's Notebook. And then I know that that stuff that is in my, what did I say? I'm getting my words messed up. I think I wanted to say that this is what it looks like in my, you know, my daily page, my Hobonichi. And then I know that the stuff that I got from this day, the rest of it is stored over here. That explanation was too complex for what it actually said, but yeah. Few drawings, tea and archives again, archives from letters, etc, etc, etc. Then I also wrote a letter to a friend from here, because we were sending kind of digital letters to each other. So that was quite fun. Just the space that I didn't really have that space to do this in any of my other notebooks, so I just did it here. Drawings from friends. Wow, this pen is so good. I agree. I didn't write this, my friend did, because we were kind of encouraging them to try out my fountain pen. And I think then we have, oh yes, my first red ink, which was very similar to the Muji red ink pen. And I was just so satisfied with finding that perfect red ink. And now we're getting to the end. This is just how I use it. I wanted to show you that. I have an extra insert in here as well, ready to go whenever the other one is finished. This was, by the way, asked by someone, like where this wax is from. I think in the previous video, or the one before that actually, someone just saw it, and because I just briefly pulled out this notebook. And I actually don't know where this wax is from, but perhaps the friend that gave me this seal, it was actually on a letter originally, but I just took it off the letter very carefully and posted it here. And it's actually I actually forgot what these are called. It's from One Piece, and it's the little school emoji, the little school character for Sanji from One Piece. If anyone knows the character, probably a lot of people do. But yes, this is from my friend, so I don't know where the color is from. But yes, in here, in this folder, I also keep an extra insert. I keep my kind of post-it notes, which I only use when I'm studying, like really intensely. So I keep these in my travelers in the folder. And then I have a few message cards, and I usually just rip these out, as you can see here, and I put a few either in my avec, or I just store them in here. And actually now would be a good time to get a few out, because I will be traveling from tomorrow. So I'm just gonna get out the airplane one, because I will be flying to Hong Kong rather than driving, biking, or taking the boat. This is always slightly more difficult than I think, and I just tore a little bit of the other side, but that's all right. Okay, that's one, and I think I would also like to have these two, but I think I might already have them in my avec, like kind of ready to go, but I'll take them out just in case anyway. Actually, I might take out the whole thing because I want to give them to a few friends in Hong Kong, so I'm just gonna fold them up nicely and just put them here. Okay, so that's the last thing in here, and this is where I archive all of my used binders, and I have another one ready to go whenever, because this one's getting already quite full, and they both kind of follow the same kind of decorations, a common collection of archived Travelers Co. inserts. They just live on my bookshelf here. So let's now continue with the tour in here. This is basically used the exact same way, but I'll flip it through it nevertheless. I haven't written much on the index yet, because I've just been kind of working on this very slowly. A couple of extra ephemera from Finland. This is all extra ephemera from Finland that just simply did not fit in my Hobonichi cousin avec. A lot of extra ephemera from Finland indeed. And now we're finally getting towards extra ephemera from London, archives from letters, and so on. Some of these I've received from friends, and some of them are just stuff that I've accumulated and wanted a place to put it. Some of these pages are not super aesthetic or pretty in any way. They're just there to serve their purpose, which is to give a space for any extra miscellaneous archives. These are once again like miscellaneous archives, so stuff that I've just found lying around, but I haven't, like, I've been organizing my things, but I haven't wanted to throw it away, so I put it here. And at this point, now that the thought is in my head, Miffy, when did you turn off? I didn't even notice that. Oh my gosh, how long have I been talking? Okay. Miffy just turns off after 15 minutes, so it's a good reminder for me, but I have forgotten when Miffy turned off. I didn't even notice it. What was I saying? Yes, the thought just came into my head, something I want to mention. I know that generally in the community the term ugly journal is being used quite a bit, but I've always been kind of confused by it. I guess it takes off the pressure that your journal doesn't have to be beautiful, but I just of course it doesn't have to be beautiful, you just use it for you. So I understand where the terms comes from totally, but I personally don't feel super comfortable using it. So I talk about this as the treasure journal, because sometimes this title is a bit long to say. So I just call it the treasure journal, where I put all of the things that just didn't have a place anymore. Some people might consider it trash. It is my treasure. You know that saying. Yes, I have some filling in to do, but I'm excited because I'm going to be using this pen. I must admit, it is fun to get a pen, but I am going to stick to the thing of like, I'm personally not gonna get any fountain pens for myself. I will accept them if gifted. But I know that otherwise it will be an extremely slippery slope if I do buy a fountain pen for myself that I don't need. And I don't need another fountain pen because I already have my two, one in red ink and one with black ink. But yes, I am still looking forward to writing with this. Okay, this is what it looks like. There's quite a bit of filling to do. And I just come in here and I write in it whenever I kind of feel like it. And this is a sketch that I did with this pen, just a little sketch, test sketch. And the rest of it is blank. I will be leaving this at home when I go to Hong Kong, and you will see in a minute why. I just have a little decoration here at the back as well, and I like that I've laminated the entire book to protect it. And this is the insert, which has a total of 18 card slots. I have emptied it basically almost, well, not almost completely, like half. It's now half full, so that I have space for things I want to get from Hong Kong, or ephemera that I just get from Hong Kong. I have actually this little business card with, what are these called, like washi tape, but I don't think I'm going to be using any of these because these are not the type of things that I would use when I'm traveling. And this is just a present and correct like business card. I'm going to leave both of these back home, so I'm not going to take them with me. Do these fit in here? Let me check. Oh, they fit perfectly. Very nice. Does this fit in? No. Yes? No, this is slightly too big. So I'm just going to keep this in my avec. So yeah, just like that I can slot things in. This is all empty except for this. Well, okay, there's a little thing here. And then this is just like a collection of things that my friend gave to me. Actually, these are as well. I might use some of these in Hong Kong because they're just a good collection of like different like not logos. I'm forgetting all the words because it is very late in the nighttime, but like everyday items, but like illustrated in a very simple way. I just have a very trusty Yoshitomo Nara illustration. I have these lying around here and there so that I can use them if needed. I love the washing machine. It's just enjoying being very loud right now. But I hope it gives the right ambiance. I hope that no one is like afraid of dishwashers. What is that noise? Oh my goodness, this is really funny because I never film with the washing machine on. Yeah, so just a few things that I might be needing. In the middle here, I have a Midori sticker release paper booklet. I like it because it's a bit smaller compared to the other one. And in here, I just keep a few like, well, yes, a common collection of stickers, of course. I spelled it wrong as well, so I put in brackets the correct spelling. The special ones. So basically stickers that are not a part of any other collection. Bigger stickers, basically. Stickers that are a bit bigger than usual stickers. And ones that I know I'm going to use for a very specific reason. This is something that I know exactly what is in here. I don't really need to scroll through it to look for a specific sticker, if that makes sense. And I must say, I've gotten into stickers like maybe just within the last, thank you dishwasher, I hope you're done now, in the last like half a year. So my collection has always been quite small, and still a lot of these pages are not full, but okay, she's not done. Oh, the beef between me and that washing machine. But yes, I have a few Travelers Company stickers in here that I've recently acquired and feel very lucky to have acquired because they are very beautiful. And I have a specific thing that I like to use these for. And in here I have some stickers that a friend gifted to me. I'm getting like so distracted by that washing machine now. I hope that it's like not too horrible. And a few of these stickers from I always forget. I actually have it in here though, the name. Honey plum paper, yeah. Bigger stickers, as you can see. Bigger stickers, these are all from Alex Thomas Creative, except this one. I cannot remember, I've had this sticker for maybe 7 years now, so I don't know who it's by. Apologies. Some stickers from Stationery Fest. I've already talked these through in detail in the Stationery Fest unboxing, well not unboxing, but like the Stationery Fest haul video. But yes, this is what it generally looks like, the special stickers. That's like halfway full now maybe. And then this I recently organized in preparation for my trip to Hong Kong. I've decorated this by myself, and once again it's a common collection of something, my stickers. Some Gudetama, a couple of cutesy stickers. Actually a lot of these I've received from people that I met at the journal meetup a few days ago. I think these ones were specifically from Megan, as were these. Then I got a few stickers also from my friend who will maybe at some point get a YouTube channel, but I'm not gonna like, you know, out her name here. And then I've got quite a few stickers from Bronte as well as PJ on Instagram, and she also has, they both have a YouTube channel, highly recommend. Hello to both of them again. And then also a few things from Pumpkin from Instagram. I will put their Instagram here as well. So that's why my sticker insert is very nice and replenished at the moment. It was like maybe 1/3 full before this meetup, so very nicely replenished. But yes, from this point onwards then it gets very empty again. Well, not very empty, my Moomin thing is full, but then it's kind of empty. And not very filled up, but that's okay because like I've mentioned previously, I don't really like to buy a lot of stickers, so now I've gotten quite a bit because they were gifted for me from, you know, from friends. And I will not say no to that, obviously, because I think it's a very nice thing to get from other people. So I usually buy stickers from my travels, and when there's a specific memory attached to them, so then I can think of that memory when I'm using that sticker. All right, I think we're getting towards the end. This is, I'm gonna reorganize this so I have another empty spread, a bit of space here, and then there's, this one's kind of filled up. So yes, those are my stickers, and then this is just the pouch that is connected to the very front, so to this bit, and that is everything in here. So as you can see, I keep quite a lot of ephemera, loose ephemera that are going to get used in my traveler, I get confused now, in my Hobonichi cousin avec. Then extra ephemera that does not get used over on the avec side. Once again, organized ephemera, special stickers, and a collection of stickers that I just use to decorate my pages with. And then this is basically for bigger ephemera that I want to really kind of protect well. And in here I usually always keep a scrap of some kind of brown paper because I like to use this for layering. So this is like a bigger thing. I think this is literally just like I had a cookie in here. So quite a lot of bakeries in London give like your bakery items in a brown paper bag. So just a tip, keep them and use them. Oh my gosh, there was still crumbs inside. Okay. See, yeah. Reuse, recycle, etc. Okay, so that lives in there, and it is ready and empty for anything that I acquire from Hong Kong. Just to say, like, Hong Kong has like, all of the stores have like the most beautiful receipts, and there are like beautiful business cards everywhere, so lots of like free ephemera. So I'm really excited to collect it all. Now for how exactly I'm going to change this layout just a bit for Hong Kong. So I will be having its own special booklet for the coming collection of extra ephemera, swatches and sketches, which will be the Tokyo cover, or the Tokyo insert. As you might notice, there's something different about this. I have covered up the Have a Nice Trip to Tokyo, and I've put Hong Kong in here with the Chinese characters, with the traditional Chinese characters. So it says Hong Kong instead of Tokyo, just to personalize it a bit, because I'm not going to Tokyo, and I know I'm not going to Tokyo like in any of the recent years, unfortunately. Just I would if I had the funds, but I do not. And I know that it says like Tokyo here, and it says even Tokyo in here and in here, but I feel like my eyes, I'm training them to like not see that. So it's quite okay. I'm very okay with that. And in the back, I've also put a Hong Kong cafe sticker. This is a Hoko cafe that's actually in London in Brick Lane. Highly recommend. Really, really nice, kind of traditional Hong Kong style, like kind of fast food, but really good. And then on the inside, I've also covered up the Tokyo here. So it usually says my favorite things in Tokyo, but now it says my favorite things in Hong Kong, places, food, and other stuff. And I've just decorated a little bit. I'm not going to translate this. It's a bit difficult to translate this saying, but it's kind of, it's a fish for a good reason. Like it's a fish for, like, it's like a lucky fish, you know, just like here, kind of similar kind of vibes. Yeah. If anyone knows how to translate this very accurately, please do in the comments. I don't even know if you can see it properly, but I know what it means, but I feel like I wouldn't do this saying any justice. And from then onwards, I just have a little note in here. It is a blank insert. I'm excited to do a lot of sketching in here. Sketching of like locations and places, but also it will be the home of all of the extra ephemera. So now we are going to switch the, I don't know where it shows the best, maybe here, the airplane tag to this travel notebook, or the travel insert. I'm so excited. Like, I'm going to Hong Kong tomorrow. I cannot believe it. Actually, it's really nice because when I'm putting it here, it like there's an airplane there, and now there's an airplane here. So I'm now going to take this out, and basically this book will now get put on pause until I'm back in London. Oh yes, and the way that I actually keep all of these inserts in here is that I have this elastic which connects my sticker insert and my extra ephemera insert. And like, how should I show this? I'm gonna put this to the sides. Basically, you can see here, oh my gosh, everything's falling. You can see here that the sticker insert and my normal insert are connected by an elastic both in the middle. And then the normal traveler's covers elastic is holding them together. And this is in between, and also this is in between. So you can hold quite a few things with just one elastic. So basically, this one elastic is holding my entire thing together. I think there's one extra over here at the back. Yes, so I could put something here if I wanted. Oops, that was very loud, apologies. So yes, these two just fell out. And then, thank you for the time reminder, Miffy. Then I would also like to put my new commonplace book here. So I've mentioned very briefly that I've had some troubles with commonplacing, and I have kind of finished my previous commonplace book, and I'm now ready to move into the next one. This is my 7th commonplace book, and I have it all set up, but I have yet to kind of start working in it. And I just want to carry this with me while I'm in Hong Kong, but I'm not sure where to put it. I'm thinking even if I should put it here in the middle, and then I could put this like in the back. So let's do that, and let's see how thick this my book is then gonna be. But what is so brilliant here is that, let's see. Okay, that works actually really well. Yeah, and then I have this. It might be a bit bulky to write on this side. I'll have to see. Because I can always leave this at the place where we're staying in Hong Kong and I don't have to carry it with me everywhere. And then this is on the other side, and then it's a sticker insert, and then it's this, and then I could put this just at the back, because I know that I'm not looking at this kind of every day, as I don't need to. I know what is in there and I know how I can find it if I need to. And it's actually a shoulder elastic, so it might keep it in there quite nicely. Okay, so now, yes, it is quite thick, okay. I'm still gonna carry the commonplace book with me in here, but I might take it out every now and then. But I do enjoy the chunk. So this is how I'm carrying everything inside of here. Let me know if I missed anything. I'm not very experienced in chatting about the Traveler's Company, its products, and the Traveler's Notebook in general. So let me know if there's any questions or something that I've missed. But this was really fun because I've never talked through the system in full. I know that it's like there's quite a lot of overhang, but I personally don't mind it at all. I think it gives it a nice charm that, you know, it's slightly messy and rough around the edges. The washing machine agrees. I really hope that you can actually hear that now, because I've been talking to the washing machine and it's, I think it would be strange if you can't hear it and I'm just talking to nothing. Like, I'm just talking to something over there. Yeah. So yeah, this will be my setup for Hong Kong. You might think that is a lot, but it basically holds everything. Like, it holds everything. And then I just have my main book. And then I have a very small pencil case. Like, this is everything that I carry with my pencil case. So I guess my entire traveling setup is gonna be this. I guess that is actually quite a bit, but... How did we get to this point, I ask myself. Because it's so funny, because I started out using the Hobonichi Cousin avec with literally just the book and a pen. With the book and the pen, but I think hobbies evolve and grow. I obviously won't be carrying around all of this at all times. I usually won't have my weeks with me when I'm just out and about. Well, when I'm out and about, like not doing work or studying, I won't have my weeks with me. This can actually now go in here. I usually like to keep it somewhere in the middle when I'm not using it. And this is, I guess, the complete setup. Okay, I think I'll finish there for now. I hope you enjoyed. And I will see you then next Sunday in another video that has been made by the past version of myself. See you there, and bye bye.